back again. So now that we've talked a little bit about these semi-advanced methods of thinking with regards to utilizing your website and the internet as a tool to grow your business, to generate clients, to generate leads, let's talk a little bit about what I've considered my secret weapon since the 90s, really, the early 2000s. In the mid 90s, my father started a website company, brick and mortar. You could walk in, it was a website design studio with salespeople, programmers, designers. And during that process, while I was working there, we learned about Yahoo. Eventually Google came out, and the process of bidding on search terms to appear high up in the search engines and how important it was. And when you know, riding the early crest of that wave, we were able to literally be the first in Google for select key terms at a price point that was extremely affordable. It propelled us and our clients to the top of the pack in a short period of time. And so I learned the power of the search engine market and, you know, and search engine optimization, et cetera, et cetera. But something that we also did was we used to tell people to stop putting phone numbers in their billboards and to start putting websites, specifically landing pages. You know, as far back as the early 2000s, I was telling business owners to do that. And the reason was because you could track that. So anytime anyone ever visits that page, you know it's coming from point A, point B, or point C. And that's sort of similar to the way they used to with some larger companies, smarter business owners. My grandfather said he used to do this. He used to put different business card, different phone numbers on different ads, whether it was a billboard, a magazine ad, or a business card. By that simple move, he was able to measure the efficacy of his advertising. If the billboard phone number rang, we knew that it was coming from the billboard. So the landing page use with data analytics, which is this topic of discussion here, analyzing that data on a regular basis is the modern day version of that, and it gives you such a leg up. Small business owners can utilize the built-in data analytics software of their website, the Google Analytics, which is free, to check the traffic on their site in real time. Not too long ago, they rolled that out. They rolled out a real-time counter. You could see who's on your site right now. So if you run a radio ad, you sit at your Google Analytics account when that ad plays on the radio and you watch the counter go up. Think about the comparison between now and then being when this didn't exist for small businesses. People would have to wait days, weeks, months to see if their marketing efforts, if their sales efforts were actually working. Sometimes, I'm sure, they would be spending a lot of money that they shouldn't have been. For example, a billboard that wasn't sending them any clients. Maybe the people driving past that billboard aren't their target market. Maybe the design of that billboard wasn't the right design. They used a small font or a bad color choice, and people couldn't see the number well, or it didn't register when people were driving by. Today, I'm not even joking, just before I came here, I'm reminded of it right now. I'm driving up one of the most affluent roads in the city, and I'm coming down to the end of the road where the Grand Bay project, a project put together by some of the most elite, advanced, and wealthy builders in the country. And nowhere on their $20,000 to $30,000, if not $50,000 spend on their extravagant billboard with the cutouts and the big letters and numbers, nowhere is there a friggin' website. It's all phone numbers, which, okay, the people who are driving down that block, if they're remembering that number, I bet you anything, there's 1 in 1,000 that are memorizing that number, if any. Then you have to think, okay, how many are going slow enough to take a picture? And of those who are going slow enough to take a picture, how many of them are actually taking a picture? So for me, what's much more easy to remember? grandbay.com/Manta/whatever. That would be so much easier, because by the 5th or 6th time they drive past it, it'll be committed to memory, and then you can measure the data. So I'm kind of like bouncing around here. This is unscripted stuff, but I'm bringing it back to the purpose or the question that Ambar posed, which was, talk about why data analytics is so important. So, that's just one reason why. It gives business owners and entrepreneurs an advanced real-time look at the results of their marketing efforts, okay? That's one. You can study the traffic patterns now. So now not only are you seeing what are the results of my marketing in real time, but over time, you're gathering that data, and now you're looking at the days, the weeks, the months, the times of the days, which days of the week things are working, things are not working. You can correlate leaps in traffic to your website directly with a post you did on Facebook. And the best part is, if you did a post on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram, you can now, and you get a bump up on that day, no surprise, obviously. But what if you want to see which one is working best for you? You can. That's data analytics. So for me, it's, those are just two reasons. There are so many more. So, any questions, comments? Put them in the thing below. Bye.